Yeah, it is National Farm to School Month this month. I don't know if any of you knew all of that, but we are here at Tualatin Elementary School where we are putting some Oregon growers Marionberry spread on sandwiches. In addition to that, some hazelnut butter that's going into some of these sandwiches here. And I got two of the guys representing Oregon farms here with us this morning as we kind of watch some of this stuff being assembled. Dave,
Hi.
you are responsible for the spread here.
Yeah, we are.
Talk a little bit about, first of all, the significance of having Oregon products, grown products, go into some of the school lunches.
Well, I couldn't be happier to see this happening right now. We've been in business for 20 years, and watching these sandwiches being made is it's just a wonderful thing. Oregon Growers has been making jam using farm direct foods from the state for a long time now, and so we use Marionberries grown in the Willamette Valley. We use not very much sugar. It's a very beautiful product, nice and tasty, a little bit of tartness, and it's really a good thing.
That's a good thing. Lack of a lot of stuff you buy from somewhere else, loaded with sugar, loaded with a lot of things. This is loaded with berries and good stuff like that. And go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was just going to say the thing that makes our jam really special is that it is low sugar. So we have about a third more fruit and a third less sugar than traditional
As a
recipes.
parent, I love that.
Okay,
As a parent, I love that. And then the hazelnut spread, too. Now, people look at that and think, oh, that's peanut butter. Hazelnuts, I don't think a lot of people know, are a biggie here.
Absolutely.
A biggie, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Oregon produces about 98% of the U.S.'s hazelnut crop every year, and about 8.5% right now of the world's supply of hazelnut. So it's kind of a big deal here. It was only about 4% maybe 5 years ago, so we've been growing pretty rapidly. And yeah, we're excited as well. It's this local crop, just like the Marionberry, that's kind of an identifier of Oregon. It's healthy. That hazelnut butter, it's hazelnut butter and a little bit of macadamia butter blended. There's no salt, sugar, anything added to it. It's filled with healthy fats, and we're excited that we get to see the kids eat these today.
Well, as a parent, I can tell you again, it is gratifying to see products made close to home, not loaded up with a bunch of sugar, but just the fruit and the nuts in there, making a sandwich that kids will enjoy a little bit later on. All right, in addition to hazelnut and Marionberry spread sandwiches that you just saw there, fresh fruits are a delicious and nutritious and a healthy thing for kids to eat in school lunches. It's kind of a no-brainer, really. You're looking at pears and apples. This is Sam Asai with
A&J Orchards, LLC.
A&J Orchards, LLC in Hood River. This must be rewarding for you to see the farm directly connected into schools. You know you grow a good product. You know you grow a quality product there, and to see it in the hands of more kids must be a pretty rewarding thing.
It is very rewarding. We've supplied the school district, Tiger Tualatin, for about 8 to 10 years, and we're happy to see I've got grandkids that also eat this, and so yes,
Kids got a sweet tooth all the time, and I'm astounded when I see kids dig into something like a Bartlett pear that you have there, and some nice apple or something like that. It does the same thing as candy does in a lot of respects, right? Fruit.
It does, and it's very nutritious because this is fresh fruit.
Mm-hmm. It's and you say you've been in a program with Tiger Tualatin for about 8 to 10 years. How many pears, apples do they actually grow as a percentage of the nationwide total in the Hood River area? It's a big figure, isn't it?
The Hood River area is a major winter pear growing district for the United States, and I believe the number is somewhere around 25% of the winter pears. And winter pears are Bosc, Camise, D'Angelo, Farrell's, Seckles, Concord, and a few other oddball varieties too.
All right, and last but not least, some delicious-looking Painted Hills beef coming right out of the oven there and into a hamburger that'll be made for kids' school lunch here at Tualatin Elementary School. This is Will Homer out here with Painted Hills, the COO of Painted Hills. Yeah. Good to see some of your product going to kids that love hamburgers.
Absolutely great. Wonderful to be able to give them beef to eat out here for their lunches. You bet.
How much of a deal of an impact does that make when you're making stuff in Oregon that's consumed in Oregon by Oregon school kids?
Oh gosh, it's a good feel-good story. Kids need that protein, need that beef in their system, and it makes them calm and easy to teach, right? That's
right,
what we want.
right.
And so with no hormones, no antibiotics, we take those things out of the production. We're a tiny little program in Fossil, Oregon, yet we're just big enough we can help the school systems.
It's a cool thing. As somebody who has seen some school kids occasionally, come over here because you guys got to talk too. It is pleasant to see actually, and you are the nutrition officer, I should say that, for the Tigard-Tualatin School District, correct?
Yes, yes.
And Amy Gilroy over here from the Department of Agriculture, Oregon Agriculture Department. Both of you, I have seen in my life a lot of processed food go in front of kids, and it is a pleasant surprise for me to see grown in Oregon things going in things that kids love to eat. A word or two on that from both of you.
Well, we definitely have gone a long way from back in the day school food, and we love being able to connect Oregon products with Oregon kids and have things that they love like hamburgers and parfaits and even a classic nut butter sandwich using Oregon grown hazelnuts and Oregon grown jam. And it's all really thanks to the program that Amy runs with the Oregon Department of Ed that lets us do this amazing work.
And Amy, the deal is to get Oregon grown things. It just seems such like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
We grow so many great things here: beef, hazelnuts, jam spreads. Get them in front of kids who will eat them if they're presented with good food, right?
Right, yeah. Well, we have about 300,000 kids eating school lunch every day in Oregon, so it's a wonderful opportunity to help serve Oregon products in those meal programs.
And I think people overlook agriculture sometimes when they're thinking about where their kids eat and what they're eating and stuff like that. And it's up to somebody to say, hey, we got all that stuff real close to home here, right?
Yeah, we have over 400 farmers and ranchers and processors selling into the school meal program. So it makes a huge difference for the kids. It also is a great boon to our local agricultural economy. So the Farm to School program is a $10 million program in the state of Oregon. It's run through the Department of Education in cooperation with the Department of Agriculture. And it provides basically a subsidy for schools that qualify for it to make local purchases of anything that's grown, caught, harvested, raised in Oregon is in the program.
Well, I'm sure it's better for the planet. I know it's better for the kids. Grown in Oregon products going into school lunch programs here in Tigard, Tualatin School District, and districts beyond here as well.